Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle. We're near the end of November now, and once again, we are top of the table. A few results have gone our way. We are going to be up against Crystal Palace in today's episode. It is first versus third. We need to really beat them and then hope that Fulham also lose their game, which is actually the reason why I'm back on the Tuesday, because Fulham are playing on the Tuesday, we're playing on the Wednesday. So after the Brentford game, we had to go down to Reading and we didn't have a good time down there. It was a 1-1 draw. Joel Linton with the equaliser for us. I say equaliser for us. George Puskas with the equaliser for Reading. Rafa Mir had a very rare start against Rotherham and destroyed them. Two very good goals from Rafa, giving us a 2-0 victory here. And then in the match up against Barnsley, it was Joel Linton's turn to score himself a brace, getting 2 goals. You'll notice an injury to a certain Marlon Charles. That's right, the youngster's been playing. I say playing, he's played twice. He got an assist for Joel Linton, but he's been training since I've joined the club, which isn't a long time, 4 months, something like that, as a wing-back. He's actually a competent wing-back now, so it's actually his position, which is good. So league table-wise then, as I've mentioned, we are top of the table, 2 points clear of Fulham. We are going to go forward by 1 day and see how well Fulham and Brentford get on. That's actually a very difficult match for Brentford. For Fulham, we know, because we've drawn with Brentford. And so did Fulham. Okay, it was a 0-0 draw. That is perfect. If we can now beat Palace, we will go 4 points clear at the top of the table. If we lose to Palace, Palace will move up to 38 points. We will still be top of the table come the end of the episode, but Palace will be a lot closer. Stoke also have an opportunity to close the gap as well. A victory here basically puts the ball in our court, doesn't it? Is this the definition of a 6-pointer? I don't quite know. Weirdly, Palace are on very bad form. I say very, very bad. Poor form. They've drawn their last 3 games. Millwall, Middlesbrough and Wigan. They did lose to Man City and lost to West Brom as well. We, however, are on strong form, beating Barnsley, Rotherham, drawing with Reading and Brentford and beating Oxford. Why did they play Man City in the middle of that? I'm assuming Carabao Cup. The starting lineup we will be going for then. In goal will be Dubravka, a back 3 of Panzo, Tosin and Suter. The 2 wing-backs will be Baba Rahman on the left, Oliver Batista Maya as the wing-back on the right. I've mentioned this before, I'm training him up as a wing-back, okay? I can't fit him into my more midfield attacking sort of positions, so he's going to be a wing-back. He'll be fine. Isaac Hayden will be getting a rare start alongside Sean Longstaff. Abdul Rahman will be just behind Rafa Mir and Joseph Martinez. Joel Linton has gone and got himself injured. I'm not sure how long he's out for. 6 days to 2 weeks, so not for a massive amount of time either. Vasiliadis is another player who's out for a reasonable amount of time. 3 weeks with a sprained knee ligaments, apparently. JPG is almost ready to come back, and he will be realistically playing there. In fact, he will start the match, and we'll make sure that on the bench we do have Isaac Hayden. Now, Palace are one of the stronger sides, and by stronger sides, I mean they're probably the best side in the league other than us. They have just been relegated. They've still got the majority of their Premier League players. Peñaranda, is he on loan or have they signed him? He's on loan from Watford. Obviously, Max Meyer as their striker, Jordan Ibe on that right-hand side, Jetro Williams, who is the current leader in terms of average rating with a 7.51 at the moment. Matt Miazga's good as well. Gayata is a very, very good goalkeeper. So this is not going to be an easy match. I'm hoping because we're at home, we have the upper hand. Against Brentford, when I said that it wasn't going to be an easy match, we were away from home. We struggled in the first half. The second half is when we turned it on. Hopefully, we turn it on early on in this match. We're 10 minutes in, nothing's happened. Until now. Throw in for John Suter, forward to Rafa Mir. Abdul Rahman, the Emirati, across. Batista Maya with the ball now. Stops, tries to cross it in. Longstaff has the ball. He's going to go for goal, isn't he? Lovely back flick to JPG. JPG's put it in the back of the net, but I think Martinez was offside. What? Martinez was not interfering with play here, was he? He's not interfering with play. I mean, the ball does kind of go right next to him. That's somewhat harsh. Well, 20 minutes in, the only highlight we've had has been that goal that was disallowed. Corner for Batista Maya. Header down by FaZe. Tosin's going to get there first. Batista Maya crosses in again. It's all the way to the back. JPG doesn't do a very good cross into the box. Johnny Panzo now. He's gone for goal. I think he went for goal there. The highlight has carried on. Batista Maya has headed the ball back all the way to Dubravka. So what is going on here? Was the Johnny Panzo thing not the highlight? Batista Maya's running down the right. He's got 2 options in the middle, making a run. Has to get stopped. Now Longstaff across to Abdulrahman, JPG, who's so far has had a lot of the ball and he's misplaced that pass. Now Prokop can run forward for Palace. He's got one to his right, one to his left. He's actually got Jordan Ibe as well on his right-hand side. He stops and crosses it in. It's Prokop is there. He's hit the top of the bar and has gone over. It is tight. There is a goal in this game, and I'm hoping it comes for the Magpies. Gayata with a goal kick, 10 minutes or so left to play in the first half. Jordan Ibe's not going to get there. Panzo heads down. Abdulrahman back to Panzo. Tosin, the former Manchester City youngster to the former Chelsea youngster, I think. Dubravka now in goal to John Suter, the former Hearts and Dundee United youngster. Lumps it upfield. Joey Martinez is one-on-one with the keeper. Forces a very good save out of Gayata. We do have a corner. It's going to be Batista Maya going over to take it. I don't know if having Batista Maya taking the corners is good, because it's normally Abdul Rahman who takes it. Miazga's headed clear. Suter's going to collect it though, but he's a central defender, so he's probably not going to do much with it. Well, at half-time then, it is 0-0. JPG obviously had the ball in the back of the net. It got disallowed, which I think was harsh. Was it just me? Am I just being a bit biased towards my team? I think that was harsh. Yes, he was offside, Martinez was, but he wasn't really interfering with play. Elsewhere, Stoke are drawing 1-1 with Birmingham. I'd like a Birmingham victory there. You're going to get another angry team talk. You're getting another angry team talk. We're just going straight into the second half. Joey Martinez needs to do something. We probably need to bring off JPG, as they recommended only playing 45 minutes. So maybe Isaac Hayden needs to come on, which is not really an attacking move, is it? Batista Maya tries to play it full, but Miazga can take the ball away. Peñaranda's not going to get there in front of Suter, who plays it all the way back to Dubravka. 2 minutes into the second half, and we do have this highlight going on. It's Baba Rahman. First time we've seen him all game. Maybe we need to try and get the ball over to Baba on that left. Plays the ball over the top, does Johnny Panzo. Finds Baba Rahman. He needs to cross it in, really. He stops. He plays it across. Rafa Mir is there. And Baba Rahman has made that goal. I say Baba Rahman. Johnny Panzo with the ball to Baba Rahman. Plays it into Rafa Mir. Rafa Mir gets his third goal of the season. I should probably play Rafa Mir more, because he's good. He just doesn't... He's not as good as Joel Linton or Martinez. And Obafemi, I think, is just as good as Rafa Mir. But we're 1-0 up against Palace. That is perfect. Highlight for Palace with a corner. It's gone all the way back to Jordan Ibe. He's taken a couple of touches. Dubravka can save the ball. Are we going to see any more of this highlight? We are. Suter. He's going to run forward. Plays it on the ground to Batista Maya, the German and Brazilian. Rafa Mir, lovely control on that right-hand side. He needs someone in the box. Joey Martinez, is that someone? Joey Martinez is there. His 10th goal of the season. Gets the rebound from the goalkeeper. Rafa Mir is being credited with the assist. We are now 2-0 up against Palace. Joey Martinez is 1 goal away from equaling his Everton record, and we're 18 games into the season. 1 goal. Right, 60 minutes in. JPG is going to come off for Hayden. Abdul Rahman is not having a good game, so he's going to come off for Miguel Almiron. That's all we're going to do. I am going to look at bringing off Joey Martinez, because he's only supposed to play 75 minutes. The header from Tosin is just over the bar. Yeah, Martinez really should be coming off at some point soon. It's probably going to be Monasterio coming on. That is going to happen now. So the young... Is he Argentine? I can't remember. He is Argentine. The young Argentine has come on. He's come off the bench a number of times. I need him to be able to score goals. Palace have just brought on Casper Denor, a player that I know well from my Bournemouth days. Final 5 minutes. I've not given him a shout. Let's give him a shout of get creative. We've got 2.5 minutes of normal time to play. Rafa Mir, who's been probably the star for us so far this game. Almiron's ball goes straight into the hands of Victor Gayata. What is the goalkeeper going to do? A little bit of a moonwalk there. Lovely. Throws it out. Finds Casper Denor, the Belgian. Long ball to Peñaranda on that left-hand side. We've got 2 minutes left on the clock. Peñaranda crosses in. It's Gerhardt is there. Joe Gelhard, never heard of him, makes it 2-1. Right, we need to probably shut up shop, don't we? We need to shut up shop. It's going to be boring, but we're going to do it. We're going to time waste. We're going to play long ball football. We are going to... I don't know. Is that what we can really do? We could probably drop the wing-backs, but nah, let's not bother. 5 minutes of injury time. Hopefully nothing happens. It's looking promising. It's looking very promising. We've gone through the 5 minutes of injury time. It's a 2-1 victory against Crystal Palace. We are top of the table, and we are clear at the top of the table now. What is it, 5 points now down to second place? And even better news, Stoke didn't win their game either. So we are 4 points clear of Fulham, who are then 4 points clear of Palace and Stoke. At the moment, this is definitely a 2-horse race, and we are the horse at the front of it. Now, looking at our fixtures, we've got another fixture, another big fixture next up against West Brom, 5th place. In fact, I think we've got a few big games. Preston, Millwall, all at the top end of the table. And then, obviously, that's the run into Christmas, actually. So what we might do, we'll have another episode. It might be later on today. I'm not committing to that. But it'll be West Brom. If not, it'll be tomorrow. So it'll be first versus fifth place in the table. There's only a 3-day break. So I probably want to give some of these players a little bit of a rest. That is going to do it then for this episode. Another victory keeps us on course to winning the championship at our first time of asking. I'm going to have a quick look, actually. Manager performance. I've not looked at this because we're not doing badly. Match performance. It's a B-. They weren't happy with the defeat against Bristol City, which is fair enough. They weren't happy with the draw against Brentford. They were not massively impressed with the 2-1 victory against Crystal Palace, which is strange. That is going to do it then for this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back next time with a match up against West Brom.